Good morning, everyone. It's Tess, and today is tip 395. And I decided today I would talk about owning the win. And I think it's probably because Thomas called me on this last night that I didn't talk about it. And I've said that something happened at Sundance that I didn't share yet, and I think what I'll do is I'll just share it today. I actually talked to Erica about it yesterday a little bit, but what I'm realizing is that many times things that we face in our life, we fall back to the feelings that we used to feel when we were at the beginning of our journeys. And kind of in a brief summary, what happened is we did a lot of amazing activities. Sundance was an amazing event. I don't ever want to miss any of these events that are put on, but we had a zip line, and I'm going to tell you, for me, it was a win-win-win-win-win. But the problem is that in the beginning, when I was first looking at the zip line event, I got caught up in a little bit of a struggle that I had with it, and I had to kind of reevaluate and look at how. Well, good morning. I see somebody's on, but I can't see who it is. So good morning. What happened for me is when I got on the zip line, I passed all the things, because you have to go into they weigh you, they make sure that you're in a position to where you can do the zip line, because there are definitely limitations to doing a zip line. Good morning, good morning. I ended up getting stuck halfway down the zip line, and at some point in time there was an offer. Either I had to take a hand up, meaning help to get to the end from the ground, or I had to, well, hi, Steven. Steven's here with us. And I see Holly, so that means Holly Joe's here too. So hello, good morning. But I had to make a decision, and the decision was I going to take a hand up or get some help to get me to the end of the zip line from where I was stuck, or was I going to take a rescue? And what ultimately I did is I asked for a hand up. There was a guy on the ground who guided me on how to get into the zip line, because I stopped halfway and I couldn't get enough momentum to get the zip line to the end. But at the end of it, I went into all those old feelings, those feelings of failing, and maybe I should have never tried it, and what was I thinking? And what I realized now over like the past week and thinking about it is I reverted back to the old feelings. I reverted back to, for not knowing how else to call it, the fat girl who shouldn't be participating in activities because I was over weight limit or inabilities. But what I've ended up being able to think about in the past week is that it doesn't matter how I got to the end, it is that I completed it. And that I completed it in a new body and in a new way, and with an amazing team of people that supported me. I can't tell you how amazing the people at Sundance were in encouraging me and helping me get to that end, and how amazing Chris and everybody on the team was in supporting me so that I could get to the end. And what I think we all have to remember is that every day when we take that step forward to try to change our life and try to reach for new things, it's not always going to go smooth. Sometimes it's going to look a little messy, and sometimes it's going to feel uncomfortable and bring up feelings that we used to have. But what I'll say is that's probably a monumental moment for me, that I accomplished something that I would never have been able to accomplish or even been allowed to attempt prior to that event. And instead of seeing it it wasn't a loss because I had to have a little help coming in. It was a win because I completed it. And I think too often, even myself, my instant thoughts, as much as I've practiced the practices, as Dr. says, as much as I've practiced my meditations, I've practiced my pre-paving, which are my statements of positive that I say every morning. And again, I've done those this morning already. But as much as I had all those things, well, good morning, Holly Joe, good to see you. As much as I've grown and developed and improved how I think and how I look at life, we still fall back sometimes. And I think when we start to fall back, that's going to be an important point too, where we have to hold on and keep moving forward so that we don't let the old habits take root again. And I think I was starting to let that happen because I felt like maybe I shouldn't have even tried. And it's not that I shouldn't have even tried, it was that I did try, and with the help of the people there, I got to the end of it. So I let it turn negative when I should have been looking at it as positive. And the beautiful thing is the support. There were so many people there cheering and excited and happy and watching out for me. And even at the end of it, the manager of the zip line gave me a card and said, come back here because you and I will do this again. So sometimes we have to erase the thoughts that were part of our past life or part of our heavier life and allow the new positive thoughts to come in, the opportunities, the belief that there is something better and that there are things that we can do. So I guess that's what I had been alluding to all week, is that I was trying to process this idea that I'd finally got the guts and got on a zip line and then I get stuck. What is this all about? But it doesn't matter that it took me longer to get in. All that matters is that I got in. And I think that really kind of goes even with our weight loss journeys and trying to overcome anxieties that I think complicate our weight loss journey, is that we just have to start building the things that make us feel good so that we can keep pushing forward, and recognize when those thoughts are starting to come in so that we can put a hand up and say, I'm not going there again. I want to live a life of joy, happiness, and accomplishments. I want to live a life that when I slide into home plate, I slide in excited. I don't want to keep you guys all, and as you can tell, the sun is opening and we're going to have an event starting here at Secret Knock soon. And I know there's some people wandering around outside, but Thomas called me on the fact that I didn't share what happened in Sundance yesterday. So I figured I would share it. And really what's happened is, over the course of the week, I realized it's not as big of a deal as what I was trying to make it a week ago. It was a stumbling block, but I got up, I stepped over it, and I moved forward. And will I try it again? Absolutely. Because I know that the next time I'll be better at it than I was the first time. So remember, no matter how many times you stumble, you just step up and you keep walking forward, because you'll get where you're headed. Thank you, and have a beautiful day. And who knows, maybe there'll be some sharing that you guys might want to watch in the V Tribe for those of us who are out here today. Jane, it's so good to see you. I have missed you too. And Beverly Yeager's out here with us. Bev is out here, Julie's out here, Glenn is out here. I think those are the only ones from when you were in group with us, but there's probably four people from our old group here at Secret Knock, and I think there's 5 people from how the group has evolved at this point in time. But oh, thank you so much, Holly Joe, and reach out sometimes. All of us are here to help each other up, and if you start to stumble or you're starting to feel bad, remember, it's probably just a thought in your mind that you have to remove and replace it with a more positive thought. So have a beautiful day, everyone. Thank you for always being here, listening and supporting me, and I'll share all the amazing things that I'm learning as being a part of all these amazing mentors that Doc V has surrounded us with. I know Chris and his team will be here too today, so you know what, Jane, I wish you guys were all here too, and I hope that each time these events come together, even more of you are able to come. I know that I've attended 3 events now, and my life is better than it has ever been before. So thank you so much for everything you've done for me, and I will talk to you soon. I had a message just pop up. But have a beautiful day, and thank you.